Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know it was incomplete, and I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Upstairs he's got it. Off and running. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down. But you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
See some running room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Piles his way ahead. Turning it on. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Could be an out. Got enough space. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Still looking to his right. He'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Finds a crease, it's Scott. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I love the play design. I love the decision. I love the throw, and I hate the...
Have to bring the punt team onto the field. A low-line drive and not his best work. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. We'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
He'll pull it down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Swapped immediately.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
To the air, it's Rayner. Escapes the pressure to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Jackson. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down to the air. Under pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Hand off from the shotgun. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got to make the play on fourth. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Snow. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass on second down. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Rushes on. And it's a sack. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Kick is in the air. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Stepping to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move, it's Peppers. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it to him again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Rush right in his face. Just had to get...
Probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off to stop the threat. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Slips through the line. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. He fires one deep over the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
NC State going up tempo. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just barely got rid of it.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Long way to go on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, going to throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just smothered on the play. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Jackson. He's dropped. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on first. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. The give. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his legs, it's Scott. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Tigers, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on a...
Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now they'll try the right side. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Rides to the back. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Hayes. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. From the gun, it's Scott. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it back to him. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Tight end now in motion. The play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And then that's really nice coverage by the defender. You got the big tight end out wide, going up to try to dunk on the defensive player. Nice job battling him, fighting him for the catch, and not letting him get his mitts on the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Driven back.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks...
And his first throw here is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. They'll field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Hits inside. It's Peppers. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Bring him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're going to ride this running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Give to the single back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd down play from the gun. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Firing deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free. And like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Right side, it's Hayes. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Throws it off the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch and gets the score. And they'll try to tack on 2. Snap it to the back. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Man, you see a lot of rollouts, a lot of passing for two-point conversions. How about that, man? Just a little hard-nosed, running the football, being more physical for the two-point conversion.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Quick give. It's Scott. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Handoff again. Taken down.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Shotgun snap on third down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Straight ahead, it's Scott. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Finds his man. It's Snow. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot.
Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes a grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay